Welcome back to Nightmind, friends. It's been a busy month as I prepared for items that needed some seeing to, but tonight, I've got an exploration that a good amount of you have asked to undergo. This time we'll be dealing quite heavily with technology front and center, and in this realm, we're experienced enough to know that when confronting computers gone awry or networks that aren't too safe, it is best to be prepared. That's why we've made some new friends I'd like to introduce before we depart on this investigation. This video is sponsored by Surfshark, who know what it's like to be a web series viewer and think, hey, maybe if this character had any form of protection on their phone at all, that hacker in the serial killer mask wouldn't be sending them deep-fried selfies. They also know what it's like to try viewing a web series or weird video based in a different country and be told that you can't join the fun. Surfshark is a VPN that wants to make sure you see whatever awesome projects are out there, and that you never end up on camera yourself with deep web antagonists taking over your devices. But that's really just the tip of the iceberg. Protecting yourself from data theft, device trackers, malware, and the most annoying pop-ups possible is all part of Surfshark's skill set. Website censorship based on country is no longer a problem, and you can use public Wi-Fi to, say, check your bank account balance while making a food stop without worrying about being compromised. And if you're worried about what your internet provider thinks, don't be. Surfshark is equipped with a mode that makes sure no company can tell that you're on a VPN. Right now, Surfshark is offering a limited time deal to Nightmind viewers available in the video description. 83% off of a 2-year plan and an additional free month at surfshark.deal/Nightmind. This offer makes a subscription just $1.99 per month, and you can operate the service on all your devices. $1.99 a month for 2 whole years and no worries about pop-ups, trackers, video blocks, or deep web wannabes. Just visit the video description below to jump in and be sure you never end up as the unfortunate star of a real-life ARG. Thanks, Surfshark. Now that we're armored up, let's get into the weird network of the night. On March 17, 2018, viewers with a sense of curiosity on YouTube may have come across a video with a peculiar title, Sys Restore, the first upload from an even stranger channel. This room does not exist. The video in question shows a symbol used in the profile picture for the channel and a login screen. There's no telling what's entered, but we hear a musical chime and are told that screen capture devices are strictly prohibited. Already, we know just by witnessing this, someone has broken the rules. We are welcomed to the interior and shown the time clock for the system.
Welcome to the interior. Please enter your username and desired date of birth.
If we take a look at the video description, we can gain a bit more info to decipher what's going on here. Managed to catch a Sys Restore operation fail mid-process. They're starting from scratch again. Amy. P.S. Please get back to me about those interior logs. They mean a lot to me. We don't know who Amy is, but we can at least understand the situation. The system, whatever it is, attempted to load what's called a system restore point, which is like a previous save file in a game. System restores bring computers and devices back in time to the state that everything was in before changes occurred. This particular system restore failed, which means all progress on the system was wiped. Everything begins anew. And just how much progress was lost in that error? 362 days, 11 hours, 23 minutes, 13 seconds. Just short of a whole year. The note we're starting on for whatever story's begun is potentially catastrophic. We also have 2 characters immediately, Amy and whoever she's talking to. Let's move forward and see where a system wipe gets us in video 2, Interior Log 1, an example of the files requested by Amy. Once again, we're informed the footage we're shown is forbidden and then given a date, 5 days into the system.
We've moved. Again. My mum says it's for the best. But it's not. It's really not. How am I meant to get to know anyone if we just leave as soon as we arrive? Ever since Amy disappeared, it's just been this constant pattern of arrive, leave, and move, and arrive, and leave, and move, arrive, leave, move, arrive, leave, and... I don't know how long we can keep looking. Searching for something that isn't there. If Amy is... Let's just... I hope she's in a better place.
Unauthorized data transfer detected. Tracking internet protocol address.
The video reveals this man has a relation to Amy, most likely family. The description reveals Amy's cohort, Leo, who says, "Copying these files from their remote server has compromised our safety, but I understand how much this means to you. Glad to see he still thinks about you." This message lines up with the content at the end of the log. The system detected a breach, which puts their safety in jeopardy. We have evidence of Day 5 being a recording in the new system run, rather than anything old. Leo seems to confirm this with Auto Broadcast 0. Managed to reach new location before sunrise. Sent you my feed so you can find me. Not going anywhere until you arrive. Silence is heavy, but I can still hear them. Please get here soon. The video opens with a timestamp informing us it's Day 8.
Everywhere.
The end message is garbled, but a few listens will clear it up. Everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Next, we get Archive 1, this time without a message from Amy or Leo. This file comes from Rack 2, recorded on January 14, 2018. That's well before the date of the system restore, and it's 167 days before sunrise. Clients displayed are Ryan M. and Abigail P.
What time is it? It's not even that late. It's only nearly 9.
I'm dying inside.
You can't even see that.
It's only
9 o'clock. Nearly 9.
It's 8:57.
It's gonna start getting busy on
Yeah. Okay, let's film.
Today we are shooting more of the short film.
Yay.
Then we're going to your house to film some more stuff, and then more of the short film.
Yeah.
It's cold and it's windy,
Unless people keep
and we're going to block off an entire pathway.
No, we're not.
Is that the right height, or is that too high?
It's so cold. I'm cold.
Compared to the other day.
What we can...
What made you think that this was a good idea?
Well, no, it cuts straight back to this tripod shot. You picked it up, and then you looked down this way, and then you looked down the other way, and you notice the person, and you say,
Hey, you left your case.
that was actually a really good shot. So I'm really disappointed I wasn't filming that practice run. So just wait for me to pass.
Just like any
So
normal
we'll do a
camera.
practice run.
So what?
So I need you to walk there and put your phone next to it.
Which I don't have.
So what you got to do?
Which is yours?
You walk.
Which I
Yeah.
don't have.
So you walk.
Jesus, it's massive.
You walk like this. So you walk down, kind of like looking around, like what's going on, and then you walk over here and you sit down over here. Nervously, you put it down like this, and then it's going to change to a different shot. I'm going to be following you with the dolly all the way down to the end of that piece of concrete
So you
down there.
want this on the
Don't
right hand of the box?
This way, man.
Mom, we have to go! There's no time!
Interesting ending. The footage in the archive isn't exactly uncompromised. Next we have Media ADV with a note from Amy. I can't believe we were this desperate, that we would sign our lives away just to survive. I've almost reached your location. Hang tight. P.S. It's only a matter of time before the northern power supply is cut off. If we're going to do this, we need to do it ASAP. System interior time puts us at 21 days, 16 hours, 5 minutes, then shows a screen revealing the ADV part of the title, Promotional Folder, Advertisement 12.mp4.
The Earth is no longer safe.
The Earth is no longer safe. Seems to hold up with what we've seen Amy say. We were this desperate, sign our lives away just to survive. The system, or whatever company whose logo we keep seeing, offered a form of survival for those unsure of their future. But what manner of system is this precisely? All we can see so far is heavy surveillance capability. The next video is odd. A character named Felix stares at the screen while crying silently. Numbers are red over the footage. We know this man's name only due to the tags for the video. Interior Survey appears to be the full title of the video. Viewers tried calling the number and were told, "Welcome to the interior. Please enter your name and your age," followed by a prompt for leaving voicemail. If we head to the website for the group making this project, Lexel Studios, and use the directory /system, we're given a page with the logo and a link to the database. Enter the telephone number as a password after clicking, and you'll be given this image. No real way of telling what this means yet, but we have a list of 4 servers. Further information comes from the site if we check the About Us link. Life is a fragile experience. It is unpredictable even at its best of times. Relationships are broken, loved ones are lost, and, in some cases, families are torn apart. But what if you could change all of that and start anew? To live a life free from the unpredictability and irreplaceability of the real world. With financial support from Deep Sleep Enterprises, we have developed immersion technologies far beyond those of our competitors, providing an experience almost completely indiscernible from reality. Miller Vincent, CEO. Seems to be that we're looking at a case of life simulations. That would make sense of everything having to do with the system and the name of the series. This room does not exist. Interior Log 2 rolls in with a message from Leo. I don't know if you are still alive anymore. If you are, I have managed to copy over some logs from their northern interface. Someone is seen running in front of a building marked with the system logo. They get inside, and then we switch to different footage completely. A moment goes by following this man, and then we're in a hallway, watching him through interior camera 57 and then 58. He goes into R2, room 2 we can assume, then enters the bathroom, and changes into Ryan?
It's Mitchell. Felix, fart. Where's the fart? Give us a fart.
Mitchell. I wasn't expecting you.
Mitchell, it's like 9:30. You said you'd be here at like 10.
So what? Does it matter if I'm a little bit early? Why? Because we need to talk about this.
Talk about what?
Ryan. Have you seen Ryan at all? Like, I mean at all. No.
No.
Mason, no.
No, I haven't.
Felix? None of you have seen him or heard from him? Nope. Something is going on. I have asked everyone I know that he knows. His mother, his father, his sis. But that's beside the point. Everyone I know, no one cares about him anymore. Mason, nothing?
No, I haven't. Oh, I haven't spoken to him in God knows how long.
He's probably depressed. It's like a stage. Guys, I think you're exaggerating here. I'm worried. That's all it is.
Alright, new characters and placement of a previously introduced character. Felix, Mitchell, and Mason. Ryan is apparently missing and nobody knows where he's gone off to or seems to care. How is it that Mitchell entered a bathroom then and momentarily became Ryan? Excellent question, but nothing we can answer right now beyond calling it a system error, furthering the idea that we're witnessing a simulation. Our next entry increases the mystery factor. Auto Broadcast 2 holds a conversation between Amy and Leo, with Leo claiming this isn't him because he's not at the location yet. It isn't Amy either, apparently. At least they didn't touch anything, except that drive, she notes. Leo replies, "We need that back. Any missing files could cause system terminal error and a cold reboot. Square one. At least the system got the transport running again. I'll be there ASAP." And at the very bottom of the description, an odd message. You can hear it singing. The video shows someone driving to a warehouse at night, then entering a room filled with tech and networking devices. Inside is what appears to be a server rack, or at least a rack loaded with hard drives. They appear to be alone, but after a bit of digging, we hear this. The train was entirely empty and probably should have had at least a few passengers. As for whoever else was present, that's a mystery. Next up, System Love. An apparent sweep of the system turns up this testimony piece from Ryan's files. It's unlike anything we've seen yet.
I think one of the great things about it is that you get to create an experience that will stay with you for a lifetime, I guess. I mean, you won't actually know that it was you yourself who created that experience, because, well, you forget. But maybe that's why it stays with you for the rest of your life. Because someone made your life so perfect. Because you made your life so perfect. I made my life so perfect. And then there's that little thing called love.
Love. Love that can be bent to one's will. And then not even aware of it. I mean, don't get me wrong, that probably sounds really dark, but I think that is what makes it so special. So perfect.
We turn from this dark area to an apparent satellite view. After some configuration, it hones in on a busy intersection, then a clip of broken footage. Now, Archive 2 from April 5th, 2018, 80 days before sunrise. Again, we're watching Ryan and Abigail, but something is wrong. Date stamp incompatible. We can't trust the date on this file. This might be recognized in the video description. Leo. Remote server managed to copy some more footage over. Slightly corrupt, but might be of some use to you. I'm on the top floor, by the way. Amy. Thank you so much. I wish he was this happy now. On my way.
Hello, Ryan.
Hello.
Hello.
This is bloody good. So there is apparently this new VR thing. VR. Look, it's going to be at the Technology Expo pretty soon, so we should probably go there, and you could film it for like one of the vlog episodes or something like that.
Okay.
Something like that. It like simulates the entire body, so like everything that you touch and stuff like that. They're mainly using it for like, I guess they're probably going to end up using it for like military stuff or something, but it's really good. We need to try that. Yes, we must do that. Okay. Definitely.
We'll check it out.
Where is my copy? Abigail being aesthetic in a cafe.
Okay, before we continue, let's recap what was just said. We don't know the date of this footage, but we know what it tells us. Ryan told Abigail that there's a new VR demo available to try in an upcoming tech expo. It simulates the entire body. It's incredibly good. They have to go give it a shot. So far, it seems like the perfect explanation for what we're witnessing.
I cannot sleep.
I can send you these photos.
I see it now.
Hey, this is Caleb. Sarah? Have you found him yet? Well, I found something. You must do this. That's it.
And now we have another character, Caleb. No clear understanding for why he's here or what the cuts of Abigail mean, but we seem to be advancing anyway. Also, consider Amy's comment. I wish he was this happy now. What happened to Ryan to make him unhappy? Interior Log 3 is the next installment, without any video description. We observe the world through interior cameras, following a young man, Mitchell most likely, just as we've done before. He enters a building owned by the company running the system, and then...
I haven't told anyone this. Luckily I don't have to. This whole thing is just for me, apparently. I guess I should tell someone, and that someone is probably me in the future when I back on this. I don't know what it is, but at the moment things just seem to work. They just seem to fall into place. We went out on a date today. And it was weird. We just threw jokes backwards and forwards and laughed and stared at each other for a bit. Maybe that's how it's meant to be. Is that how dates work? Anyways, I asked him if he wanted to come to my place, and he wanted to, but he was busy. His dad's the CEO of some tech company, so his dad's all really serious about curfews and all that sort of stuff, but for a first date, that was fuck, that was something. I wish I could delete this right off this fucking camera, but I can't because I'm not allowed to do that. But don't know the next time. Don't know when the next time will be though. When I go out with him. Probably next week. We'll see. Anyways, probably should shut the fuck up and go to bed now, so that's me.
Alright, this is new. It does, however, feed into what we found earlier during the video System Love, in which Ryan is musing out loud and talking about a crafted experience, and love, perfect love, which is what makes the experience perfect. Now, let's rub the info from the website into this. Life is a fragile experience. It is unpredictable even at its best of times. Relationships are broken, loved ones are lost, and, in some cases, families are torn apart. But what if you could change all of that and start anew, to live a life free from the unpredictability and irreplaceability of the real world? With financial support from Deep Sleep Enterprises, we have developed immersion technologies far beyond those of our competitors, providing an experience almost completely indiscernible from reality. Ryan and Abigail had spoken of going to the Tech Expo to try out the VR demo. Ryan's testimony in the system produces the item on love. Ryan's just had a dream date that went extremely well. Could we be witnessing a catered experience that arranged a date with this guy? And as for the guy himself, who is he? Well, ask yourself how this video came to be paired up with its beginning. Why are these items together? Ryan's description of the date, the guy, and then, before all of that, we have someone walking into a system building and seemingly transforming into a suited occupant of a rich-looking location, someone we'd expect from Ryan's details about the son of a CEO he went out with. Now, let's consider the previous moment of following who appears to be Mitchell. What happened with that? He opened the bathroom door and turned into Ryan. Something really odd is going on here with a sense of walking in and out of the experience, even while interior cameras seem to be catching the movements of people inside the simulation. Feels like there are two halves or layers to this whole thing. A dream within a dream. Either way, let's keep tabs on how weird this moment was and keep the idea on the table that this might be Ryan's date. And if this was Mitchell, well, we know why he was so adamant about finding Ryan earlier when he first appeared. What comes next is titled Media.Note. Leo writes, "We need to defrag our backups ASAP. If it partitions into the archives, it will rewrite the contents. You will lose your brother. The system has been experiencing issues and they need to check the stability of customers. More info locking down the idea of simulation technology using deep sleep methods." As for that ending, it's up in the air who's talking, but Leo's note seems to lean into the idea that Ryan is Amy's brother. Interior log 4 is an odd one, and it feels like a response to the previous video.
We are going to see the rabbit. We are going to see the rabbit. Which rabbit? People say. Which rabbit? Ask the children. Which rabbit? The only rabbit. The only rabbit on earth. Sitting behind a barbed wire fence under the flood lights. Neon lights. Sodium lights. Eating grass. On the only patch of grass on earth. On earth. We are going to see the rabbit, and we must be there on time. First we shall go by underground, then we shall go by motorway, and the last 10 yards we shall have to go on foot.
And now we are going all the way to see the rabbit. We are nearly there. We are longing to see the rabbit. And so is the crowd, which is here in billions, with mounted policemen and big loudspeakers and bands and banners, and everyone has come a long way. But soon we shall see the rabbit, sitting and eating the blades of grass, on the only patch of grass on. But something has gone wrong.
Pause for a moment. That last bit should be clear to you. It was Ryan's voice mixed with the system. They both agree something has gone wrong, a lacerated story. In addition to a story breaking, or perhaps because of it, there is now a boat exactly where one shouldn't be that was not there before. In the rest of the video, we follow a woman, probably Abigail, to a system building and then a tunnel. As the music plays, we're told it could be about time, life, love, pain, or death. This place is all I have to understand. I have seen her before. I have seen you before. It won't be long. They are bound to come. They are bound to come and find me, even here. And now we have to raise a question. Is the system a learning program? Is it artificial intelligence? Or are we seeing someone else talking here? The way it feels, it's as if Ryan entered the system with an idea in mind of what he wanted out of it. The system had other plans, a lacerated story. There's a conflict of interest here and it's creating errors. Just one possibility. Now, buckle up, because here's where the confusion really increases even as we get information. System format was uploaded on October 4th of last year with the following conversation in the description. Leo, if we are going to do this, I need to contact Mitchell. He has their system key. Amy, I changed the expo's address so Abigail should have entered the INT RK32 environment by now. Leo, she isn't supposed to be there. That's code injection. Amy, I know. Leo, she'll corrupt the local file set. The environment will break down. Amy, exactly. T, so where do I fit in? In the last video, we saw Abigail enter INT RK30 to 40. Amy has sent Abigail into RK32 by convincing her the expo is there. So the expo, that talk of going to a VR demo, it's within the realm of the simulation itself? And Amy has the power to inject code? Is this what created the error that lacerated the story? And now we have a new character, T. That might be answered soon. Let's focus on the content of system format. Ryan wakes up alone in bed, looks around, and begins asking for Tyler.
Tyler? 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 Tyler?
The system cannot see the rabbit. Was Tyler the rabbit? And where has Tyler gone? I suppose we can assume Tyler was the guy that Ryan was dating. Is he also the new character in the video description? Interior log 5 brings us back to Leo and Amy. Leo says, "That's not possible. None of this should be possible." Amy, to get anyone back, they have to remember. It's company policy. and sometimes their policies are wrong. Not this one. You can't just change the end user policy. There's a reason they can't remember. For their sake, for our sake, for everyone's sake, let me help them. Now, a word from the system. Originality is not of my design. There is only so much I can give to you before I can take from you. Can I clarify with what you gave me? This one of bliss and this one of power.
Could have uplinked at your house.
There's no time.
What did you want to show me?
Did Ryan see you?
No.
It's everything, not just the inside. They own everything. Planes, cars, trains, shops, you name it, they own it. Look, they're over-branding themselves in their own environment. I think that's why Ryan has been acting so weird.
Wait, you've been watching him?
Yeah, ever since his uplink appeared on the hard drive.
Have you seen Tyler?
No. Has Tyler seen Ryan?
No.
Oh, shit, this isn't supposed to happen.
Where are you going?
To unfuck the fuck up.
Do you want me to lock the door?
No, it resets next time you look in. Oh, and feed the cat.
It's not even real!
I know!
From all that time before, we have Caleb, now out of dress clothes, and with him is Abigail, just as deep in the knowledge of the system as Caleb, but they're inside the system. The door will reset next time, the cat isn't real, and the logo is on the feed. Interpose was delivered on December 3rd, 2018. The description reads, Run, Interior Protocol, Track, Client Ryan M, Auto Restore, Invalid Action, Manual Client Restore Required. Abigail is seen walking on a boardwalk and then a beach, when suddenly...
Tyler!
Do you really like him?
What do you mean?
Like, do you really like him?
Who?
Tyler. Do you like him?
Yeah, of course I like him. What do you...
But do you love him?
The mystery woman heads out, showing us nothing of what may have just happened to Ryan or his answer. We follow her to a coffee shop, then switch to an interior camera for the system, which finally pulls off the feed of tracking Ryan. The video that follows is a media file from the system titled Soon. Its message is simple. Broadcast, log, media, archive, system, and sunrise will begin soon. The date of January 20th, 2019 is repeated throughout the description. On that day, sunrise occurred, a 25-minute, 39-second video. The description reads, We can see the rabbit. We have always seen the rabbit. Always everywhere. Always sunrise. We open with Caleb where he was first seen, reminding us of this moment that can't be placed yet on a timeline. We're then given a collage of images, including this capture of a man, but not long enough to recognize him as Mitchell or a new character, until Caleb reappears, staring down a new face in the cast.
So you found him in a beach?
Yep, a beach.
Why a beach?
I don't know, you'd have to ask him.
Have you spoken to him?
Not really, he's kind of a pain in the ass to talk to.
Where is he?
He's in the warehouse.
We don't have a warehouse.
I have a warehouse.
Is that it?
I think so.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure.
It doesn't have the logo.
I think it's hidden. Security protocols. It's the right address, it's the right location, it's the right server environment.
You sure?
There's only one way to find out.
Stop!
Go!
I know that face.
Abigail!
It would be really nice if you open this door right now.
I'm working on it.
Come on!
Just be patient.
Oh, come on!
I'm trying to find the access code. Give me a moment.
No!
Okay, more than a moment.
Come on! Come on!
Got it.
Oh. Well, it is partially an office. I'll go look for some.
Hey, Abby. When you were out there, when we were running for the door, you said you knew that face.
I was just thinking out loud.
It's Ryan.
Where are you?
I'm in town.
That's funny. I thought you might have actually stuck to the plan and come over.
Yeah, well, brief change of plans.
How brief?
Enough to meet your friend.
Friend?
Yeah, he wanted to meet me.
Who?
Hugo.
Who?
Hugo, he said he wanted to... Look. Doesn't matter. I'll call you when I'm on my way back.
Okay.
How does... 4:30 sound to you?
Whatever, just get over here soon.
Pause. Let's take a look at these papers that Abigail has. Notice anything odd? It's a script, with lines between her and Caleb. Some clear portions read, Abigail, I know. Caleb, with your friend Ryan. Abigail, yes. Caleb, when did you go? Abigail opens the door a little bit more. Abigail, 4 days ago.
Who is Hugo? Hello?
Hi.
Who are...
Caleb.
I'm Abigail.
I know.
What?
I
Sorry?
know who you are. They all do.
Okay, goodbye.
Wait. The expo.
What about that?
You went with your friend, Ryan.
Yeah?
When was it?
4 days ago?
Shit.
What is it? Tell me, what is it?
That was 4 years ago.
What?
You never left the building.
So, between the script that was prophetic and what Caleb just said, are we all equally confused? Good. Moving on.
Hey. Do I know you? No. Right. Go away. I need to talk to you. You don't need to talk to me. I don't need to talk to you. I don't even know you. Just fuck off. Simple. Wait. Kid, just get out of my way. I need to talk to someone and I can't. You just keep getting in my fucking way.
Hugo.
You serious?
Why wouldn't I be?
Dunno, just thought you'd be taller.
I need to give you this.
What is it?
You'll find out.
Do you really think I'm going to take a random USB for some random 15-year-old?
Yes. And I'm 16.
Are they gone?
Yeah, they've just vanished. And skid marks gone too.
Skid marks?
From the car.
Oh, weird. Still, the world's falling apart. I think vanishing skid marks is the least of our problems.
So, did you ever find Tyler?
Yeah.
Where was he?
I saw him on a beach. And I ran to him. And then he just disappeared.
Did you see what he looked like before he,
I don't know. He seemed calm, quiet, but also scared at the same time.
Oh.
He did say something before his server shut down.
What did he say?
Everything is sunrise.
What does that mean?
Don't know. Server protection, corruption, could be anything.
Well, let's just hope he's in a better place.
What was that?
While you were off making tea, I managed to allocate some RAM to the sector.
Why?
I found the fuck up.
Next, we open to Ryan, and it seems Mitchell, finally back in the picture, talking about the USB. Mitchell offers to provide his old laptop since they don't know if the USB is safe to open.
I'll go get a mouse. Yeah, sure. Nope. Nothing. Damn.
We go back to Abigail and Caleb, who walk through the area where a hard drive was stolen from Iraq in the early videos. They find a computer in the back labeled Access Node 25R.02E, and beneath it, the control panel.
Are you gonna go check that?
No, I gotta stay and deal with this.
Did you give it to him?
Yeah, but it wasn't exactly welcome.
Okay, we gotta go. She's waiting. Who?
I am.
Abby? Abby? Abigail? Ryan. Abigail.
Angus? Come check this out. Come on.
Right, so,
What's going on?
Wait. Hang on. Okay,
Yeah.
look at this shot. Look.
What's going on?
I'm trying to get a shot. Establishing shot.
Yeah,
Can you tell me
I think
what?
it'll be look nice because then it'll be like.
Yeah, we put it together and it's all.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think good for the opening credits.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yes,
Yeah.
that would be good.
Oh, yeah. So I had a plan. David wasn't able to show up to play Tyler, so we've basically just gotten rid of that character entirely. So yeah, and so we need your help with a few more shots
Yeah.
this weekend as well, including today. So if you can make that
What?
be good.
What's... I don't understand.
It's we're
Are you, are you okay?
you're right.
Who are you?
I'm loving
Okay,
this.
Yep.
Alex.
Tess?
Shooting sunrise? Are you okay?
Angus, are you okay?
This web series is made by a group called Lexel Studios, who play the characters. Ryan is played by Alex Jorley. Abigail is played by Tess Cornwall. Yeah, didn't expect that one, right? That makes both of us. Thankfully, we don't have to feel lost for too long. Things pick up with the video advent.
Alex.
Tess?
Shooting sunrise? Are you okay?
Angus, are you okay?
There he is. There he was, wandering around for hours, and yet he didn't ask anyone for help. To be honest, I'm surprised I hasn't caught him yet. I'm surprised they haven't caught me. Me and my tendency to sidestep the rule book. Anyways, here's a good distraction. Take the heat off me for a little bit at least. I'll keep him for now. Ask him why his 4-year-old user file has just suddenly popped up on the fucking hard drive, and then he can go. No, I'm not keeping him prisoner. Captive. He's just staying over for the moment. I mean, he's got nowhere else to go. One thing didn't seem right. No panicking, no sweating, screaming, running. Nothing. I mean, that's what everyone else did. But he just walked. That's what I need. A fucking walk.
The video description reads, Amy, I'm close to an access point. EM has intensified search. I'll try and get a message out to all internal receiver. No. Broadcast terminated. Replacement. Operation code. Input. Man's best friend. I know typically this is the point at which I explain some things, because right now explanation could be really useful. I'm afraid this series has done a very, very good job, however, of grabbing my arm and swinging me into a wall. There is a meta angle. There's always been a meta angle here, some kind of layer above the simulation. I cannot possibly guess the nature of it right now with everything that's just been tossed at us. And don't worry, it gets worse. Here's the next video, Binary.
That isn't me. I don't think it is. Why the fuck would I wear denim? No, I don't remember being there. Why am I talking to Abigail? Right, you're not gonna respond, fair enough. Sorry, I don't know, there's something weird about it. Like, that isn't me. I don't know. That can't be me. I don't remember being there. Which rabbit? I don't even know where that is. Which rabbit?
The definition of binary can be equated to, simply, 2. In a binary system, there are 2 objects, and it most certainly seems to be the case here, as we also witnessed in Sunrise, with Abigail, with Ryan, with Caleb, and of course the whole surprise fourth wall break piece. If we had to stop here, just supposing of course, then I believe the information would point to something that goes a little bit like this. There is a system in place, definitely. That system has information inside that presents us with a Ryan, an Abigail, the whole cast as we've known them. Somehow, whether inside the same system due to an error, or in the first layer of the dream within the dream, we have the genuine counterparts, or doppelgangers. Something in here either way is a lie. Either the meta angle is a lie, or the second set of characters is a lie that came to exist because of an error. And at least one set, at least one, is inside the system. They know they are, and they're running around with the ability to make changes to it from the inside. But in terms of what's going on, full picture, we need more info. We have to keep watching. Lucky for us, we can do that with the upload Outlier.
Abby?
Ryan? What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same question. Are you okay? Look, if something's wrong, you can tell me.
You wouldn't understand.
Try me.
No, you really wouldn't. Look, don't worry, just some guy's run away, and I'm trying to find him.
You cheeky bitch!
No, not like that. He was helping me with something, then he just walked outside and never came back. Like he vanished.
Lovely. Well, let me know if you do find him. I'd quite like to meet this runaway. I have to go now, but I will catch up with you later. Oh, and let me know if you find the dude. What's his name?
Caleb.
Caleb. Cool. Alright, let me know when you find him.
Will do.
See ya.
Bye.
This Abigail is trying to figure out what happened to Caleb, and it's an Abigail who knows they're in the system. Caleb, the character, was called by his actor's name after he disappeared, which looked initially like an escape from the system, but we know that's not what happened because of this moment. Who is this puppeteer? Is this the legitimate Ryan? Is it the legitimate Alex? Either way, a hierarchy clearly exists here with this guy at a control panel of his own, and he pushed Caleb into the road, leaving this Abigail wondering what happened with this version of Ryan. The video description has more of Leo being interrupted. Amy, where did you go? I need you to go over... I am. Protocol stabilized. Running scan system. Man's best friend. The following video, Ignorance, sees a return for Amy. They're bringing them back. Everyone is coming back.
It doesn't make sense. None of it makes any sense. What we did to this world to make us
We're getting taken back. Back to the world we left behind. So they can tell us what went wrong, what we did wrong. What did we do wrong? And then we'll see the rabbit. And then we're all fucked. The earth is no longer safe. We made it unsafe. But what did we do wrong? What did we do wrong?
Ignorance is man's best friend. So that was the code. We seem to be circling back to the idea that the whole environment we're witnessing is a simulation used to get away from a disaster, or a disastrous choice was made just to see this happen. We can also breathe easier knowing the two Ryans issue is real and it was Caleb's jump that probably caused it. Now, some people with power to change the system are resolved to activate shutdown, but then they'll see the rabbit, as in an acronym, rabbit. There are only 2 more uploads at this time. The first, Archive 0, answers a question we may have forgotten we had. The system opens a screen from the internal management side for Project Interior, running a beta test on clients Kiara and Jasper. It's difficult to describe what you're about to see without confusing you, so it's better to just sit for critical cuts viewing, and I'm going to interject when appropriate.
Take this.
Alright. Okay, give me a second. Good time I place.
Hey, but hurry up.
Alright, fine.
Hurry up, Jasper.
Okay, I'm coming, okay? Oh, stop it. Would have someone been here before us?
Okay, let's close it. One second.
Yeah, close it, okay? Right, shh. You take this, I'm gonna see if anyone's here. In there?
I think so, it should be.
Now look at all this stuff.
I know. Are you sure they're definitely not here?
I mean, the owner's gone, so we should be fine.
Oh, I think this is it. Take this.
Right, sure.
Do you recognize this moment? The screen input matches up with the very first video. This is the reboot failure in progress that resulted in a 362-day run being deleted from the system.
Got it?
I think so.
Which one?
Okay, this one.
Nice. Wow. Look at all of this. Oh, Kiara, you have to come check this out.
What is it?
Oh no, it looks pretty cool though.
Jackson, it's valuable.
Yeah, take it.
Okay.
Okay, press the buttons, exit.
This one?
Yeah, that. Who's that?
I don't know.
Alright. Okay, so we're gonna. Hey, run! Okay, are they following us?
I don't know. Stop.
What?
It's in my bag. It's burning. Take this.
Alright. give me a second. I've got to tie my shoelace.
Hey, but hurry up!
Alright, fine.
Hurry up, Jasper!
Okay, I'm coming, okay? Oh, stop it.
It's locked.
What do you mean it's locked?
It's locked!
Someone said it'll be open.
Just give it.
Okay, fine. What, you got a bobby pin or something?
I can try.
Alright. Okay, thank you. There's a keypad. I'll try to punch something in, okay?
Oh, you might set off the alarm.
Alright, fine then. Well, what do you suggest I do then?
Well, I don't know, there might be someone in there. Just bang on the door.
Alright. The hell?
Who was that? Quickly, get in before it shuts.
Okay, fine.
There's something in there in case we get locked down again.
Okay, fine. That should hold. Alright,
I think it's
in
there.
Look at all this stuff.
I know. Are you sure they're definitely not here?
I mean, the owner's gone, so we should be fine.
Oh, I think this is it. Take this.
Wait, sure. Okay, come on, quickly.
It's not here.
Are you sure?
It's not here!
What do you mean it's not here?
It's not there!
Hide.
I know. Are you sure they're definitely not here?
The owner's gone, so it's all fine.
Okay, I think this is it. Take this.
Yeah, sure. Okay, quickly. Quickly.
It's not here.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. It's not here.
Okay, what do you mean it's not here?
It's not there. It's not where it's supposed to be. See if I can find it. Just come over for that.
Fine, hold this. Oh, check this out.
Does it look valuable?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, then.
Okay, hand me the bag.
I don't think I have more time. Just come on.
Okay, let's go. Quick, you go open the door. Take the bag, take the bag. Okay, go, run! Was that me?
I don't know!
What?
It's in my bag, it's burning!
Take this.
Alright. Okay, give me a second. I've got to tie my shoelace.
Hey, but hurry up!
Alright, fine.
Hurry up, Jasper!
Okay, I'm coming, okay? Oh, stop it.
It's already here.
Hold this.
Jess, what the hell are you doing?
Shit, Kiara!
Kiara! Come on, we have to go! There's no time, run! Come on, stop!
Wait, wait. Are you trying to...
Shut up!
The only potential way to explain what we've just seen is through the note at the very end, automatic repair loop element 5B. There's definitely a loop going on here, but it might be a function of the system in order to establish repairs? Is this a byproduct of the repair process? Either way, I suppose we may not be seeing Kiara and Jasper again. Maybe ever. Our final piece for the moment is Interior Log 6, again bringing us back to a question we may have forgotten.
She's right, you know.
About what?
You really wouldn't understand.
What wouldn't I understand? I'm her friend. I'd quite like to know what's going on, thank you very much.
Wouldn't you just?
Why am I even talking to you? You're not even there.
She deleted him. The system deleted him. The system deleted my boyfriend, Tyler, because I didn't love him enough. What does a computer know about love? I created him. Tyler. The perfect match. I even made him a backstory. Son of a rich tech CEO, smart, clever, tall. Love created. Love that could be bent to one's will. I told Abigail who he was and what would happen to him. I even told her that he was just a bit of software, and yet she still tried to help. Whatever that meant. But no. He just disappeared. Deleted. Apparently that was a violation of your user policy. So internal management went after her. Tried to catch her or disconnect her. But she got away. I recently discovered that I'm not the only one creating love. This whole time I've been running around, searching, crying, trying over and over again just to find my sister, Amy. Thinking that she disappeared or ran away or never signed up for this shit in the first place. She didn't do any of that. None of that. Because she's been in front of my face the whole time. She's everywhere. Amy is everywhere. Amy is the system.
How is it possible for Amy to be the system when it seems that she's been on the outside, trying to conduct a better reality for those inside? How is it possible for his sister to be grafted into the system at all? This point is very much a cliffhanger. We've gone a fair distance in unraveling this room does not exist, but more information is absolutely needed for puzzle solving. There are, at the very least, 4 questions open now, and only additional uploads will satisfy. I'm coming around to thinking, what if Ryan's friends aren't his friends at all? Out of everyone here, he's the only one consistently referred to as a client. Caleb, Abigail, the others. Abigail has been referred to as a client, but not consistently. She's in the know like Caleb. What if they're part of internal management? That would answer the question of how they came to know that they are in a simulation. But what about Ryan himself? Who told him? Did he just know the whole time and went along with it because it provided him a perfect fantasy? How do you wake up someone from the interior when they already know where they are? If they're aware, what's there to wake up from? Maybe that's the thing we should be the most afraid of. We've got a good amount of road to travel before we can put the lid on some things. I'm not unhappy about it though, rather the opposite. This room does not exist is highly interesting as a member of this field, utilizing the video description in the way that it does, presenting information in its way, smacking us right in the face with a 2x4 during that Alex and Tess moment. There are other series and projects that have vibes that you can relate to this, but nothing is quite like it. It is unique in its construction. The first major praise you've got to give a project of this nature is extremely obvious. Nobody is ever this competent or beautifully sharp with their camera work, sound, and overall technical presentation. They've got some hot equipment and they know how to use it. The actors have been conditioned for camera work, and there's definitely some color grading that's been done here to present cinema touches. It is impressive and worth noting. Lexel Studios know what they're doing and they're determined to prove it. Some of these videos have cinematography eye candy. I also must commend the ability of the storytellers to do what is usually quite dangerous. They are not the first, nor will they ever be the last, to upload a bunch of videos with titles and descriptions loaded with computer language or terms like broadcast and archive for their creepy, enigmatic web series. So many newcomers who have no experience in storytelling or presentation in this realm try it, because to them it's cryptic and they find it impressive or spooky in a modern way, and 99% of the time, it does not work. For This Room Does Not Exist, it absolutely works, because the storytelling behind it warrants the practice and delivers, breaking any sense of stigma the titles put on the table initially. Now, half of me wants to stay away from the next thing I want to say because I know some of you will claim it's low-hanging fruit, but I mean this in a really good way. This Room Does Not Exist feels like a very long Black Mirror episode. It does! It has a lot of Black Mirror vibes, and that's not bad at all. It's a slow burner, but a good watch, and you can feel a punch in the throat in the final 2 minutes of the whole project coming closer with every upload. There's something lurking in here getting ready to pounce that tells you the extent to which human oversight and technology has created a new avenue in horror. This web series clearly is an effort, even more so than most live-action stuff online. You can tell, from the shots that are collected to the music to the presentation, it is all very involved. There's no such thing as just picking up the camera, hitting record, and doing the scene for these people. Preparations are made, care is taken, each upload must require a good amount of time to nail down before the public sees it. It's so obvious the amount of effort that goes into this, and time. Now, that all being said, here's a question. Am I feeling it on the twists, turns, and gotchas? I'm certainly feeling perplexed, I can say that. A twist or setup you see is only ever as good as its outcome. I need to see what comes out of all this and the explanations to really appreciate them, but I know when I'm at an impasse, and there's a pretty big gap between me and satisfying conclusions right now, even with all the information we have. They did well. I just need more episodes to see how well. But here's the big thing. Do I care to see how well they did based on what they've done so far? The answer is yes, and that's the best testimony I can give. I want to see the rabbit, sincerely. And that is a compliment. Visually stunning, technically competent in ways that are leaps and bounds above your peers, and with a premise that's shaping up and compelling me to keep my eye on this monitor, you've written yourselves into quite a quandary, but I can't wait to see how you untie the magician's knots and show the grand design. I have faith in you, and I can't wait to see how this all goes completely nuts. If you're feeling the cold VR server room calling you as much as I do, join me in viewing and subscribe to This Room Does Not Exist, and hit the notification bell so you catch the next upload when it drops. Lexel Studios also has a Patreon if you'd like to support them directly. I imagine it takes at least a little bit of money to get this show running as crystal clear as it is. Remember also, in light of watching people tortured by an unfeeling VR system, that our friends at Surfshark have your back with a warm and watchful VPN system. As mentioned before, Surfshark is offering a limited time deal to Nightmind viewers available in the video description. 83% off of a 2-year plan and an additional free month at surfshark.deal/Nightmind. Thanks to all of you for watching, and thanks especially to my supporters on Patreon who help me discover and cover excellent projects like these. Stick around to see the names of all of these awesome creatures of the night. Thanks for joining me in the dark again this evening. Once more, I'm Nick Nocturne, and unlike an imaginary boyfriend, you can count on seeing me again real soon. Until then, sleep tight.